The year is 1995. I'm 9 years old, and I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog for the very first time. I'm ecstatic. I'm feeling euphoria. I have never had this much fun in a game. Sonic the Hedgehog was the first ever Sega Genesis game I ever owned. It is one of the first ever games I ever owned, period. It was the biggest, most epic adventure I ever had up until that point when I was playing it as a kid. The thing is, the game didn't have any saves, and why should it? It's not a very hard game, and it's good to keep replaying it. I mean, it's really fun. So I must have been replaying the game about 6 or 7 times at this point, and I finally made it to the last level right before the boss. I was completely amazed I made it this far. I was shocked. My hands were literally trembling because I was scared I'd lose all the lives I have left, and it's game over. I have to replay the whole game again. Not that replaying the game is a bad thing, because I absolutely love the game and I still do. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but I still just wanted to pass it. I knew an opportunity like this cannot slip through my fingers. I would need to replay the game at least another 4 or 5 times to get to where I was. I was incredibly nervous, but I was focused. I made it to the last level, and just as I'm about to make it to the last final fight with Dr. Robotnik, the game freezes. The game freezes! I'm shocked. I'm 9 years old. I don't know what to do. Do I take the game out of the cartridge, blow on it a little bit, and put it back in? Would that work? Is there a small possibility that can work? Is there some kind of button combination I can press to make the game restart at the beginning of the level? Please, God, let there be some kind of button combination! We didn't have the internet. I couldn't go on the internet and listen to what other people have to say about this. If there's some way to get around this horrible problem. Thinking quickly, I decided to take the game cartridge out, blow on it a little bit, and put it back in. And as you all know, that does not work. I took the game out, blew on it, put it back in really fast, and the screen was still frozen. I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. My only option at this point was to reset the game, so I did, and I started on the first level. Nothing was saved. It took me another 4 or 5 tries to get back to the last level. I eventually beat the entire game, and I was very happy, but I still have that feeling of pure dread every time I'm on the last stage of Sonic the Hedgehog, because it felt horrible for the game to freeze. I've never had a game freeze on me like that, ever. Especially a game with no saves. I think my 9-year-old brain must have gone into a state of shock, and I didn't play Sonic the Hedgehog for like 2 weeks after this traumatizing childhood experience. I think I would have really rather preferred getting molested by a camp counselor than what happened in this game. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.